This month on the TCTV training show, we've got some exciting projects for you. A video about bros playing basketball, a look at a Livestrong program at the South Sound YMCA, we'll see a puppet show, and learn about some cool cats, the Wild Felids. It's March 2011. It's the TCTV training show.
It's the TCTV training show. The TCTV training show. They're learning how to shoot and learning how to light, learning how to mic and edit right. These are TCTV's finest in training, doing their best with focusing and framing. It's the TCTV training show. The TCTV training show. You're watching TCTV. It's the training show. The TCTV training show. They will get better.
Hi, and welcome to the TCTV training show. I'm Freddie, a media trainer and facilitator here at Thurston Community Television. And today, I'm going to be presenting to you the TCTV training show. It's the only program where you get to see the very first projects of TCTV's brand newest producers. How it works is this. Someone takes the digital field and editing class. That's our $20 4-week class where you learn how to use all of our digital field equipment, cameras, and then also learn how to do nonlinear editing with Final Cut Express. To finish the class, you have to make a 3-minute project showing that you know how to use all the skills that you've been taught. And on the TCTV training show, we take all the projects that all the students have made and present them to you and talk about them and what they did good and what they did bad. And basically, that's the format of the show. If you want to be on the show, on the TCTV training show, all you have to do is give us a call at 360-956-3100 or just go to our website, tctv.net, and click on training. The classes are only $20 and happen once a week for 4 weeks, and that's it. All right. So in that case, let's just move on to our first segment. We're going to get started with a clip called Basketball Bros, and it's by Noah Bauer. So let's check it out, some sports.
He's taking a video class. Let Noah get it too, Simon. Get the rebound, Noah. Can't walk with it. Try to get it from him, Noah. Get that rebound, Noah. They cold. Good, Noah. Almost, buddy.
Hello, I'm Noah, and this is Simon. And we are the people who just played basketball just a few minutes ago. So wasn't that a great game? That was a fun game, and it was hard out there, and I couldn't feel my fingers afterwards, so yeah. Yeah, it was like really cold out there, and I was out of control all the time. What was your favorite part when I made it? So thank you for your time, Simon, and I hope you had a good time. Bye. Bye.
Thanks a bunch, Noah. This was a great project. I saw you were using a couple techniques that are pretty good already, like the modify speed technique. A lot of people don't find that one right away because it's not with all the filters like everything else. So you saw earlier in the clip that he sped up all the basketball footage. I think it was mostly to fit the time constraint, but it looked pretty cool. The way you do that is you go up to the modify menu and go down to modify speed. You click that and then you can set the duration you want or the percentage that you want. So that's how you do that. I really liked the intro and outro music that you had for all the titles, the really intense like doodle 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 doodle. That was really good, and it made it feel very intense, and the graphics matched it really well. So that was a good use of sound, but I really would have, maybe next time you could try adding some sound actually onto the basketball footage as well, because when it had the whole sped up thing, it kind of sounded like chipmunks.
Get that rebound, Noah.
And I was glad to see that you also did an interview. That was really good. You and your brother interviewed each other. It was a pretty interesting interview where you guys are both kind of the hosts, but the lighting looked really good, and you guys, the framing looked really good too. So great job on that, you guys.
I was out of control all the time.
The next project we're going to be looking at comes to us from Helen Wheatley, and it's called Livestrong. It's about a Livestrong program at a local YMCA. So let's take a look.
Livestrong at the YMCA is a partnership between the South Sound YMCA, the Livestrong Foundation, and the Fred Hutch Research Center up in Seattle. And our shared goal is that survivors and their families will turn to the Y as a support system so that they can move from active treatment towards healthy living.
Well, the South Sound Y is actually a very unique, we're in a unique situation because we are a Livestrong at the YMCA, which currently at this year there's only 10 participating Ys across the country, and there have only been 20 otherwise in the 2 years before us. So we're blessed with that opportunity to work with Livestrong hands-on along with the National YMCA of the USA. And then in addition to that, we actually work with Fred Hutchinson with the Cancer Care Alliance and do the Exercise and Thrive program. And currently we have 2 classes that are going on, one here at the Briggs Y and the other at the Downtown Olympia Y.
It's a really interesting program in that we have some flexibility. We have our members come in and we find out where they are with testing and so on, and then we introduce them to all the Nautilus machines, to a program that involves the machines as well as dumbbells and free weights. And then we also introduce them to a variety of programs that the Y actually has in its program so that they can make some choices as to what works best for them. We also have nutritionists come in. We have people talk about flexibility. We just try to introduce people very slowly back into exercise and trying to get their bodies back where they were before.
Thanks a lot, Helen. That was a great project about a really great cause and a really good program too. And I really loved the intro too. It started off very strong. The image kind of shaky and cool, but it said the Livestrong logo on there. I thought that was really, really neat. But when the text was scrolling over the top of it, it made it really hard to read both of them at the same time and kind of got busy. So I would avoid doing that, like overlaying 2 layers of text if you're trying to get them both read. You had really well-framed interviews. Everyone looked really fantastic. They had enough headroom. Everything just looked really good. So those looked nice. The audio, it seemed like, was a little hissy but that's fine. I think maybe I remember you telling me you shot some of that on flip cams. So sometimes when you have to do candid interviews, you have to do what you got to do. One of the things that I always like to say is when you have to get an interview one way or the other, you know, and you can't always have like a big camera with you, it's more important to get the footage and what the people are saying than it is necessarily to have it in the most pristine condition. So I think you did a wonderful job here. I liked that you used some B-roll there at the end of your project. You were talking about the nutritionist, and then you had the nutritionist doing her nutritionist deal. But I thought that you could have used a little bit more B-roll earlier on in the piece as well. Like when there was that big chunk where that one guy just kind of is the main speaker for a while. And it's just him talking to the camera. And if you cut away to a couple of the things that he's talking about, you could even just cut to the logos of the places that he's talking about. And that would kind of help kind of break up the monotony of just one person talking. But all in all, this was an awesome project with a really good message too. So thank you so much for making it. Next up, we're going to see something by Terry Zander. He's a guy who's got a show on TCTV now. It's called Woodshop for All Ages with Mr. Z and Friends. It's a very good program. Check it out. You can find the times on our website, tctv.net. But here's his first project, one that he produced for us last year for the training class. And it's called The Search for Pooh. So it's got a puppet show in it. Let's check it out.
And we want to frame the set so that we have the vertical all the way to the ground shot and make sure that we have the whole width of the set. So we're going to go in quite a ways and kind of align the camera, and then we're going to back up and we'll come in again and we will frame it so that we get just the shot we want. Now that we have the set, we're going to need some voices to go with it. So here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the Orla Puppet Theater class is going to practice some voices, and we will start with Gemma, who is going to do the voice of Owlette.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Yeah.
Very good. Thank you, Gemma. And next to Nate, we have Natalia, who will be doing the voice of Larry, and Larry is a lobster.
Anyways, it's Nathan, not Nate.
ASBQRSTLJQRMYZ. Did I say it right?
I don't think so, Larry, but that's okay. That's the best you can do. Well, we have a set and voices. We're going to add characters now, and then we're going to have a show.
Where is Pooh? Where is Pooh? Oh, I'm so worried about Pooh. Oh, hi, I'm Piglet. Do you guys know where Pooh is?
No.
Oh, dear. Okay. Oh, well. Oh, hi, Fred.
Hi.
Fred, do you know where Pooh is?
No, I'll come with you and look for him.
Okay. Let's go see Larry the Lobster.
No.
Hey, Larry, do you know where Pooh is?
You mean Winnie Dare Pooh?
Yes, that Pooh.
Could take a dare for a corn dog.
No, sorry. Don't have a corn dog. Fred, let's go see Owlette.
Thank you all. Why don't you sit there and take a bow? Ta-da!
Awesome job, Terry. This was a really cute puppet show, and I didn't want it to end. I wanted to see the end of the puppet show. It was really good. The kids were all really cute. The audio for the voices was really well done. You did a good job there. I liked at the beginning how you kind of included the thing where you're teaching them about framing the shot. It was cool that you got to see some of the teaching, like you were showing them how you were setting up the camera so that in the future they could set up their own puppet show shots. Although as an intro, I don't think it was the strongest choice. It would have been great if you had something that said the title of the project at the beginning, a piece of text maybe that said "Searching for Pooh" and had the name of the the club that the kids were in or what have you. But other than that, you did a great job. The puppeteering was good. The voices were great. The audio sounded really good. Yeah, you did a wonderful job with this project, and I look forward to seeing you continue to produce stuff, and good luck on your show. So our final project tonight is by Robert Marino, and it's called Wild Feel It. It's about like medium-sized wild cats. So yeah, let's take a look.
Recently, I visited the Wild Felid Advocacy Center to learn more about big cats. Rebecca took me on a tour.
Hi, my name is Rebecca Littleton. I'm the Director of Volunteer Development here at Wild Felid Advocacy Center of Washington.
Rebecca introduced me to 3 of the cat species here at Wild Felid.
Here we have a Canadian lynx. Canadian lynx are almost extinct in the state of Washington. Part of the reason for that is, like Charles here, or we like to call him Chucky, they're very specialized in their diet. You can kind of get a little bit of look at his paws. His paws are very large. These cats are built for snow and built for speed on snow. Those paws act like snowshoes when they're running through catching prey, and it gives them an advantage over coyotes and wolves and other cats. Bobcats don't even have these type of paws. They're very specialized in how they hunt, which means their diet is very specialized. Their main diet is snowshoe hares. Snowshoe hares aren't necessarily abundant everywhere, especially in the state of Washington. So this cat here in the wild would be hard-pressed to stick around, which is why their numbers are about 50.
Next, we visited a cat originally from Africa called a serval.
These cats are pretty amazing as far as their hunting skills, because they are more of sound hunters. If you notice, they have very tall ears. On the back of their ears, they have nice big white spots. And those, when he's in the wild and he's out doing his little hunting, kind of protects him from his enemies. His enemies are the hyenas. Do have tigers as his enemies. Lions will take down a serval, and sometimes other servals as well. These guys have super hearing, and in the wild, when there's a mouse underground, these servals can actually hear them underground and will follow them and follow the sound of them walking underground. And when that mouse comes up, that serval pounces, and there goes his afternoon meal.
Finally, we visited some bobcats. In the wild, they range from Canada to southern Mexico.
This is Tess. Tess is an American bobcat. Bobcats are native to the United States, from north to south, east to west, and up into the northern part of Canada. A little bit about bobcats in the wild. Their numbers are great. Part of the reason for that is these cats are almost known as the coyote of the cat world. They're very adaptable. They live in just about every single state of the lower 48 except for Delaware and Illinois. And why those facts are, I really couldn't tell you.
I asked Rebecca about threats to all cat species.
For almost all cats in the wild, people that are developing lands everywhere, encroaching on their natural habitats, that's what's destroying these animals.
And conservation?
For all cats in the wild, it is education. We can educate people as to what their importance is, the habitats, the type of land that they need, the type of food that they require, and be encouraged to live in their natural habitats without encroachment of development really is the best way to conserve their natural habitats.
Lastly, we talked about costs.
The premier enclosure that we have cost us about $4,000, and that's with us doing all the labor ourselves. $4,000 may not be a lot for some people, but for a nonprofit that relies strictly on private donations, $4,000 is quite a lot.
Thanks to the cats and people for a great day at Wild Felid. You can find Wild Felid on the internet at wildfelids.org.
Great job, Robert. That was a really excellent project. I loved all the beautiful shots of the cats, and I think my favorite cats were the ones that had the spots. They were like kind of leopardy. The interview you did with the lady talking about the cats was awesome and perfect, and you cut it down so it was all really good information. It was all very interesting. You kept the pace. You kept it at a really good pace. Everything looked really cool and beautiful. You had the intro graphic that was The sign, I thought that was a great way to make a cool title, was use the actual sign of the place. Your voiceover that you laid over the whole thing was really, really well done too. I mean, you guys were informative, you covered all the bases, talked about the cats, and it got incredible footage of them too. So there's nothing I can really say to critique about it or say it could be improved. I think you did a really fantastic job, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the other projects you make. So with that brings us to the end of the TCTV training show today. It's been a great time. We got to see 4 great projects, and all of the producers of those projects are now 100% certified in all digital field equipment and nonlinear editing software at TCTV. So you guys can use all of our stuff that we have at TCTV. Congratulations, you did it. Once again, if you want to be a part of the TCTV training show, you can take the digital field and editing class. We have them once a month. It's a $20 4-day class, and yeah, you can check that out. You can give us a call at 360-956-3100 if you want to sign up for a class or just have any questions about the TCTV training show or TCTV in general. And then you can also go to our website, tctv.net, and if you click on training, you can watch episodes of the training show or just find out more about the training show in general. So that's it for the TCTV training show. I hope to see you guys next month, and I hope you're having a great day. Okay, bye-bye.
It's the TCTV training show. The TCTV training show. They're learning how to shoot and learning how to light, learning how to mic and edit right. These are TCTV's finest in training, doing their best with focusing and framing. It's the TCTV training show. The TCTV training show. You're watching TCTV. It's the training show. The TCTV training show. They will get better.